Hello everyone, this is The Lock, and this is the Skeptic Wars podcast, where I talk about some of my favorite stories from the Skeptic Wars blog from the past week. Alright, so let's just get right down to it, shall we? First up, psychic scammed customers out of thousands of dollars. And this is from KOB4 in New Mexico, and this is about a psychic in our Arteza, New Mexico, and apparently she was running ads on a radio station, and people came to her, and she basically scammed them out of thousands of dollars. And you know, why people still go to psychics, I don't know. It's a scam. They're all psychics are scam artists. I mean, or they're nuts, or they're crazy. They're really deluded people. And unfortunately, police have not arrested the psychic yet. At least as far as I'm aware, the police haven't arrested the psychic yet. The psychic hasn't been found, so pretty much at this point in time, these people, they're just SOL, they're out of luck, and they're out of money. Well, they're out of the thousands of dollars that they gave this woman. Fortunately, of course, the radio station that was running the psychic's ads are no longer running the ads, so, that's a good thing. Alright, next up is, this is something that's been going around the news a bit lately, is Oklahoma Republican claims congressional opponent is dead, replaced with body double. And this has been a story that's, as I said, been flowing around the internet for a few days now. It's about these two Republican candidates for Congress, and well, one's Tim Murray, the other one's the current representative, Frank Lucas. And Tim Murray is claiming that Representative Lucas is dead, and that the person who is claiming to be Frank Lucas is body double. It's a look-alike. This is crazy. I mean, even if I think maybe this Tim Murray person, obviously this Tim Murray person has some mental health issues. I mean, even if he was really upset and really wanted to win, and really wanted to try to get Representative Lucas disqualified, no one in their right mind would say something like that, would say that their opponent is actually dead, and that the person who is running is a body double. So, obviously, Tim Murray, he's got some pretty big mental issues, and after this, I don't think anybody's going to be able to take him seriously. Alright. Minnesota evangelical group says it will cure HIV at Twin Cities Pride. And this is from Twin Cities Daily Planet. And apparently a local church is actually it turns out to be several churches called mostly led by Trinity Works, is they're basically going out, and they're going to be claiming that they can cure HIV, and also that they're going to try to convert members, to convince um, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people to leave their lifestyle. And they're also claiming that they can cure HIV. I'm assuming it's going to be by prayer or something like that. But this is just ridiculous. Why would somebody leave? Well, first of all, being gay or bisexual, it's not a lifestyle. It's not a choice. A person is born that way, so you can't actually leave that lifestyle. But this is just ridiculous. I mean, honestly. But nothing untypical. Nothing untypical of fundamentalist Christians. Alright, and speaking of fundamentalist Christianity and homosexuality, Supreme Court clears ban on gay conversion therapy, and this is from ABC News. And the U.S. Supreme Court cleared the way Monday for enforcement of a first-of-its-kind California law that bars psychological counseling aimed at turning gay minors straight. And this is, at least the Supreme Court has done something good in the past week. And this is a good thing, because now parents cannot force their children, if they're gay, to go to these what I would consider to be torture centers that try to force gay children, gay teenagers most likely, to become straight. These places are just horrible. But the problem is that the problem is, when a teenager gets sent there, the only way to get out is to just claim that they're straight, and have to either pretend that they're straight, or they gotta run away. If an adult goes there, they can just leave any time they want to. There's nothing that can be done to keep them there. Nothing that can legally be done to keep them there. So this is a good thing. And to be all honest, I would like to see these so-called gay conversion therapies places be shut down all over, and people basically accept people who are homosexual and bisexual, and have or just not heterosexual, basically be more accepted, be completely accepted within our society. But unfortunately, sometimes that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. But this is a step in the right direction, and hopefully other states will take an example from this, and start enacting laws that also say, hey, you can't send your gay kids to these torture centers. Alright. Bigfoot hair samples, mostly from bears, wolves. And this is from Washington Examiner. And, there's been multiple stories about this, but the one I got is from Washington Examiner. And basically, DNA test on alleged hair taken from a Bigfoot, and Yetis, and other creatures of the like. Well, it turns out these hairs are just from known creatures like bears, wolves, cows, raccoons, what have you. Um, excuse me. But you know, and that doesn't surprise me. I mean, who could think? I mean, these creatures, maybe something like Bigfoot once existed. In fact, in fact, I believe something like Bigfoot once existed. Um, but they don't exist anymore, or at least they never existed in modern times. And Bigfoot, as far as I'm concerned, is just a myth. It is a legend, as that came about as a result of misidentifying a bear, or misidentifying, say, a human being in camouflage. And most modern day Bigfoot sightings and Yeti sightings are in fact misidentified real animals like bears, or misidentifying, say, a hunter in camouflage, like a ghillie suit, which is like a very shaggy form of camouflage, or it's a result of an intentional hoax. So, cryptozoologists, sorry, but Bigfoot doesn't exist. Might as well just give up, or just keep trying to make pseudo-investigative television shows for the Animal Planet. Do whatever you want to. Alright, where does your state rank on UFO sightings? And this is from Vox. And, there's a chart, and if you read the rest of the article, there's another chart about UFO sightings and, drunkenness and stuff like that. Apparently there's this chart on there that shows the UFO sightings per capita. And unfortunately, my state, Virginia, we don't get that many UFO sightings. And but surprisingly, states in the well, actually, no, not surprisingly, states in the northern part of the country, particularly like Alaska, Montana, Oregon, Maine, Vermont, they tend to get a lot of UFO sightings. This doesn't surprise me because you got people sometimes see the aurora borealis all the way up there. So and that's been accused of being what many UFO sightings are, is aurora borealis, or just other than just misidentification of actual aircraft. Alright, final one. BBC staffs told to stop inviting cranks to science programming. To science programs. And basically, BBC Trust says 200 senior managers trained not to insert false balance in the stories when issues were non-contentious. And basically, BBC has a problem with giving equal airtime, or some airtime, to people who spout pseudoscience. And BBC has been told, the BBC staff's been told not to do this anymore. Just stop inviting these cranks, these people who spout pseudoscience, and basically don't invite any of these people anymore. Just don't invite them. Don't don't let the public have a sense of false balance, which is making it seem like the side that has nothing to back itself up on seem like it has something to back itself up on. This is a good thing that BBC is doing this. I wish other networks would do this. I wish networks here would do this. But well, actually, I think sometimes networks here do that, but they do it in the wrong way. But it's a good thing that BBC is finally saying, "Hey, you know what? No more cranks. Stop that. No more don't give them a voice. Don't give them a sense of false balance. Don't give them a sense that their their claims are just as equal to the legitimate claims." So well, bravo to the BBC. All right, so that's it for this week's podcast. I certainly hope you enjoyed it this week. And oh, hey, we've got a new background picture. Well, I've got a new background picture. I do this completely on my own. So but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I hope to see you here next week. This is the log saying, see ya.